Assalamu alaikum. I am Abul Qasim, senior English teacher, Amnabaki Residential Model School and College. Dear students, I am here again for the students of class 5. I am an English teacher and that's why I am teaching you English, and I will be talking about your assignment 2. You haven't got it yet, but I will acknowledge about it in detail. Dear students, we are going through a very critical situation. You must stay at home because of COVID-19. You have to wear mask whenever you get outside, or if you get inside your house from outside, wash your hands, and stay safe. Dear students, you got your first assignment from unit 1 to 8, and for your second assignment there will be assessment on unit 9, 10, 11 and 12. Let me talk about unit 9, and of unit 9 there will be lesson 1 and 2, and it is about occupations. You have to read the text, and the assessment is rearrange the following words and write their synonyms showing parts of speech they belong to. Do you understand my words? Rearrange the following words and write their synonyms. Synonyms means similar words, and write their showing their parts of speech they belong to. First one is meti. It is meti. The letters are jumbled. You have to arrange them to make a meaningful words. Then what is meti? If you arrange it, it will be surely time. Then what is the meaning of time? It's a period, right? Period. And what parts of speech does it belong to? Time. There are different times like ancient times, modern times. So it will be a common noun. Let it be a common noun. Common noun. Again, there is another word. There are 5 words, including this one. Then diaphragm. Let me write it. Diaphragm. Diaphragm. Can you guess what will be the word? Arrange it. Use your brain. It will be afraid. If you read the text, you will certainly get the word afraid. Afraid. And what is the similar word or synonym of this word afraid? It means scared. Let me write this side. Scared or terrified. Terrified. And the parts of speech of it is adjective. ADJ. What type of adjective? Adjective of quality, quantity, possessive, interrogative. What? It will be adjective of quality. Let me write just adjective. Okay, then it is dim, D-I-M-N. That will be surely mind. What is mind? It is intellect. 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 That is the part of a person, that enables one to think, understand, and feel. This is mind. And what is perceived speech? Mind is obviously it's a noun, right? Noun in bracket. And if you classify it within the category of noun, it will be obviously abstract noun. Mind, it hasn't got any weight, it doesn't occupy any space, no length, breadth and height. We do not weigh them, we do not count them. And another one is there, Tislen. All these words are in your text, and the title of the text in your lesson unit 9 lesson 1-2 is occupations, and there it is written just up the base Tislen. It is Tislen. What is it? Listen. Listen means what? Hear. And it is certainly a verb. This is assessment 1 of unit 9 lesson 1 and 2. Now come to the point of question number 2, unit 10 lesson 1 to 5. My home district. You have to read the text, my home district. If you do not read the text, you will not understand question and you will not be answer the questions. Look at activity. After reading the text, look at activity B. Answer the questions, page number 39. Look at page number 39. There are questions. You have to answer those questions. What's the name of Mamun's home district? To answer questions, you have to find the key words in the question given. If you just identify the keywords, you will match those keywords with your textbook. That is what is written in your text. Then it will be easier for you to answer the questions. Here, what's the name of Mamun's home district? Mamun's home district. If you look at your text, then you will certainly get the line where it is written Mamun's home district. And in your text it is written Mamun's home district is Kishoreganj, or in place of what's the name of Mamun's home district, it will be right, the name of Mamun's home district is Kishoreganj, or you can write Kishoreganj is the name of Mamun's home district. Both way you can answer. How far is it from Dhaka? How far is it from Dhaka? In your textbook it is written just textual. Use your textual language if it is appropriate. It is written there. It is about 145 kilometers from Dhaka. It is about 145 kilometers from Dhaka. Then third question is, how did it get its name? How did it get its name? It got its name. If you write this way, then it will be difficult. It is written in your textbook that the name Kishoreganj comes from the name of an old landlord known as Nanda Kishore Pramanik or Broja Kishore Pramanik. It is easy. It is written in the text. What is the name of the river in the town? It is written there. Narasunda is the name of the river in the town, or the name of the river in the town is what is it? Narasunda. What are two things you can see in the town? If you want to write it appropriately, you have to write the two things we can see or I can see, but it is better to write we can see to make it a generalized one. The two things we can see in the town are the largest youth fairgrounds called Sholakia Eid Ground and the well-known Guru Dayal College. Now, dear students, there is another question. Who are two famous people from this town? Who are the two famous people from this town? The two famous people from this town are Chandravati, the first woman poet of Bangla literature, and the great painter Jainul Abidin. You have certainly heard of Jainul Abidin, he is a great painter. Now, from this chapter, from this unit, there is another activity, and it is activity E. Write a short composition about your home district. Use the information in activity D, page number 40. There are questions. According to the questions, you have to write the questions. There are number of the questions, but you will not certainly use the numbers in your answer. You have to write in a paragraph. You should not use any number. First question is, what is the name of your home district? Most of you live in Dinajpur and Chiribandor. So you can write the name of my home district is Dinajpur. What type of town is it? District, upazila, divisional, or what? So you can write it is a district town. It is a district town if you write about Dinajpur. Then how did your home district get its name? My home district, how did? It is in the past indefinite tense. My home district got its name from an old landlord called Dinnath, King Dinnath. What are the interesting places in your home district? There are many interesting places in my home district. Among them, there are Kantoji Mandir temple, then Ramsagar, Shuksagar, Koraibil, etc. Who are some famous people from your home district? We have got many famous people from our home district. Among them, Haji Muhammad Danish, then former Prime Minister and opposition leader Begum Khaleda Zia, Sheikh Abdul Rahman, etc. What do you like about your home district? My home district is very beautiful. Dinajpur is famous for lychees. I like my home district very much. You can write this way. Now, dear students, come to the point of Unit 11, Lesson 1 to 5, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lesson. activity, look at activity, you have to read the text. Where is the library? You have to read the text. Unless you read the text, you cannot answer. Look at activity E. Look and say. Complete the sentences with correct preposition. Page 44. There are prepositions in the box, and there are gaps. You have to fill in the gaps with the correct preposition there. The jeep is dash the hut. Then the school is dash the park. The cow is dash the hut. The girl is dash the tree. The butterflies are dash the window. So there are clues in the box: next to, opposite, in front of, behind, outside. If you look at the picture, there are pictures in your textbook regarding this preposition. If you look at the pictures, you can surely guess out what will be where. So the jeep is next to the hut, it is possible. Then the school is opposite the park. The cow is in front of the hut. The girl is behind the tree. If you look at the picture, you will see it. The butterflies are outside the window. Dear students, now unit 12, lesson 1, 2, 3, 4, all the lessons. Make WH questions. It is about how far is St. Martin's. Make WH questions out of the following statements based on the underlined words. There are sentences, these sentences in your textbook, that is in the story How Far is St. Martin's. Out of this story, there are 5 sentences, and in each statements there are underlined words. You have to make WH questions out of those underlined words. ND visited Cox's Bazar last month. Let me write those statements in the blackboard. ND visited Cox's Bazar last month. Visited Cox's Bazar last month. Here the underlined words are last month. What does it indicate? It indicates time, and if it indicates time, then we have to bring in when. And dear students, to understand or to be able to make WH questions, you will have to go through grammar. You have to know all the parts of speech. You have to know sentence patterns. Then you have to know sequence of tense. Here, ND visited Cox's Bazar last month. Last month is an adverbial indicating adverb of time, and it belongs to past indefinite tense. So it will be when did ND visit Cox's Bazar. Question. Second statement is about there are some wonderful waterfalls in Madhukund. There are some wonderful waterfalls in Madhukund. Kundu. Here the underlined words are some wonderful waterfalls. There are some wonderful waterfalls in Madhukund. Madhukund is the adverbial adverb of place, but here some wonderful waterfalls. It's actor, right? So if there is any sentence with there, you have to just put emphasis on it. What? some wonderful waterfalls. That's our thing. Then you have to write what, then auxiliary verb, what are there in Madhavkundu. That is the question, WH question. The next sentence is St. Martin's is a coral island. Let me write. St. Martin's is a coral island. Here the underlined word is a coral. So it will be, it's a type. What type of island? What, not why, what type of island is St. Martin's? That was the third statement. Then number D, that will be Tamal invites. Tamal invites Andy. Here underlined word is Andy to visit Madhavkundu. So it's an object of the verb invites. Who or whom, anyone you can write, but it's better to write whom. Who does, present indefinite, invites. Who does Tamal invite to visit Madhavkundu? Question. Then last one. The cruises are exciting and safe. The cruises are exciting and safe. Exciting and safe. These are what? Exciting and safe? Adjective. Adjective of quality. And if it is adjective of quality, you have to write how. How are the cruises? How. In place of adjective of quality, you have to write how. Then auxiliary verb, then subject. How are the cruises? Question. Okay, last but not the least, question number 5. Write the sequence of tense of the following sentences. You will get the sentences. Let me tell it. Would you mind closing the window? Would you mind closing the window? Look here, give a thought on it. Would is the past of will. Then you may think that it is past indefinite tense. Again there is closing, and generally students think that if there is any verb with ing, it belongs to present continuous. But actually it is not continuous, it will be in present. Would you mind closing the window? Present indefinite. Then if it might rain today, not it, if it not may rain today, you cannot write it if it may rain today. It will be if it might rain today, will not play. Again it is present indefinite. I have already had my lunch. I have already had my lunch. It belongs to present perfect. Then they started running. Again there is ing, but it's not continuous. It will be in the past indefinite. They started running to and fro. I used to go to the riverside every day. This indicates habit and it is in the past, used to. I used to go to the riverside every day. That will be past indefinite tense. Thank you dear students. Stay safe, stay at home, wear mask whenever you go out if necessary, but and wash your hands now and then so that you can be safe from COVID-19. Thank you very much.